Fulfillment, fulfilling your journey in life.
What is happening, my amazing people? It's your pal, your singing career coach, HR guy at FulPHILLment. What's up, y'all? It's season 3, episode 14 with the amazing G. Gann Ardanowski, y'all. Oh man, what a day. So for those folks tuning in here on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, welcome. We had some technical difficulties trying to stream on Instagram. I had a feeling something was going to happen. So for those folks on Instagram, I put in the comments my YouTube channel. So go ahead and just check us out on YouTube. We're there right now. Sorry about that. I'll have to figure out why that did not work. But I had this feeling. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think it's going to work. Oh my gosh. So, but we're here now. It's all good. Stuff happens. And we're going to get going on this. So who is G? G is an amazing friend of mine. We met in person for the very first time back in January at the Evolve TA and HR Experience Conference by the amazing Anna Morgan. And we've known each other since, I guess it's been since COVID, right? I think. She's nodding her head backstage. I think it's been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years for sure. Yeah, so she's amazing. She's a founder. She's the CEO of her amazing LLC, the Golden Synergy Touch. Okay, huge. I want to know about that for sure. But now she has this amazing energy, and I just wanted to bring her up because she is full of it, full of amazing energy, full of awesomeness, and full of value in this very, very important topic, right? How to amplify and energize your story out on social media. So it is going to be an incredible conversation. I'm so excited to bring her up on stage. We're going to bring her up now. G, you are live with us. How are you, my dear?
I'm Emosh. I am Emosh. What an intro. Oh my gosh.
We're here. We're here
Oh my
now.
gosh, Bill.
We are here
I'm
now.
thrilled to be here, my friend. Thank you so much. I don't know how many times you said amazing, but my goodness. And for some quick context, I'm not a night person. I'm really a morning person. And so my energy kind of tapers off around this time of day. But just sitting here, I am like this right now. I am just fueled with so much enthusiasm and appreciation for you and your audience and your amazing network. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm going to bring some comments up on stage too for folks who are tuning in as well. Jason Forehand. Hello, buddy. Good to see you, man. We here right now. There we go with the the funky beats. I know, and I have AI to thank for the chill music, which is great. G said earlier when we were backstage, she's like, okay, that's chill music. I'm like, that's exactly what it was. It was chill music, AI generated. And yes, Jason, G is amazing. We all know it. We all know it. Absolutely. And we know that Anna Morgan Evolve is amazing as well. Absolutely. Yes, GC. We got Jason just cheering us on. This is great. Cheering you on for this. Felipe, my man, my LinkedIn top voice brother. Yes, sir. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Oh my gosh, Felipe is incredible. You want to talk about somebody who's full of energy as well? This man right here. He is full of energy, but also he's full of like peace and grace. Every time I hear him on lives, his voice is it's so soothing. So Felipe, thank you for being here, my friend. You're amazing. Alexis, my friend, she's here as well from Bozeman, Montana. Thank you, friend, for being here. And Cloud, of course, her bunny Cloud is watching, I'm sure. So thank you for being here. Incredible. Okay, so let's get into it. And again, for folks on Instagram, I'm so sorry. Like I was hoping I could get this to stream on Instagram all at the same time, but I was not successful. So like I said, we will share. This is obviously on YouTube. So if for those folks tuning in, from Instagram, if you go to my YouTube channel, just type in FulPHILLment Solutions, or excuse me, at FulPHILLment on YouTube, you'll find us live right there. So, G, what's your story? Who are you? Please explain to the audience your amazingness and your awesomeness and what you
You
do.
flatter me truly. And just the names of the people already that you've got sounding in, honest to God, Phil, we have such an incredible network and you have such an amazing show. Thank you for having me. And yes, my name is Gihan Haridi Ardanowski. I go by G for short, for obvious reasons, as I always say. And yes, I am the founder of Golden Synergy Touch, 20 plus HR, a 20 plus year HR pro, and also a LinkedIn strategist. And I align LinkedIn with Clifton Strengths to amplify value and visibility for career victory. And it all ties into personal branding. So a few different things, but they all align under that umbrella. So lots going on.
I love it. And that's the thing. What I love about you is I love like the variety of things that you do. Like talk to us too, like who are your like main clients like that you serve? Like who do you serve primarily like within your business and stuff like that for folks listening in the audience who are like, ooh, they need to.
Oh gosh, thank you for that. No, absolutely. Small to mid-sized businesses are my ideal clients. So for a little bit of context, I spent the first, or I should say, I spent about 20 plus years in human resources. 6x, if you will, it's on my profile, 6x term slash laid off slash however you want to frame it. That's kind of how I fell into what I'm doing currently as a consultant. But within that time frame, while I've had those permanent roles, I also had the opportunity to do some consulting work and temp work, and under all kinds of different framing, if you will. And so, yeah, those are the companies that I work with now. I have one particular client that I absolutely love working with here in Dallas, Tempest Distribution Service, and they're just wonderful people. So they're a client, and also just working with other individuals who want to amplify their branding on LinkedIn. And so what I say is, people need to tell their story. I think that's part of what we're talking about here is the story part, right? And what in all of my positions over the years, one of the things that's been the common thread throughout is LinkedIn. And it's getting people online with LinkedIn, right? And getting people to want to show up, but how do people show up? So that's where that branding piece comes into it. So it's a mouthful right there, but
I love it. Well, and I'm curious about this too. Like how long have you been doing it? Because I don't think I know how long you've been doing this kind of stuff. Like, I don't think I know.
The consulting part or the LinkedIn part, or both? Okay.
All of it. Both.
Well,
Both.
the consulting off and on pretty much since 2009, 2010 timeframe, when I left a permanent role with Sarah Lee and spent pretty much the larger part of 2010 in transition. And as we all know, never a fun place to be. So I also have that, how do you call it? The perspective of having worn all hats and having sat at all sides of the table as candidate, job seeker, consultant, and of course that titled HR professional. So over the years, I've done that consulting work in between, that project work as a temp, or just, hey, G, help us with this project. Meanwhile, I've also spoken to various organizations and colleges on networking and, how to build your LinkedIn presence and visibility. And I've been on LinkedIn for 17 years now. So and when I say I've been online, 15 of those years I've been active. The past 5 years, I know you'd mentioned COVID earlier, which is pretty much around the time that we connected. But really around that time frame started becoming hyperactive. So here you go.
And it's 17 years on
I
LinkedIn.
feel old.
I mean, that is Nah, it's just a
I feel super no,
number.
I mean, you
That's a
see these kiddos that
number.
are celebrating, I've been on LinkedIn for 3 or 4 years and yay, and I'm thinking, "Oh my gosh," and I'm going back through the data archive and looking at old posts from 2011, 2012 when I put out 2 words just to put myself out there, as we all need to, is get started by putting yourself out there. And, yeah,
We have to.
it's pretty interesting.
We have to. I've been bringing some comments up here, of course, Philippe. It's so great to see two amazing human
Felipe
resource
is an
professionals
amazing HR
together. Yes.
professional. I mean, he's a
With Felipe.
dynamo. Been
I know.
following him from Clubhouse,
No.
and now here we are.
I know. I remember those
I
Clubhouse
miss
days. I know. I wasn't on Clubhouse a lot, but I know like him and that's how I met a couple other folks. I met Danielle Farage, who's also a top LinkedIn Gen Z LinkedIn top voice. She's incredible as well. And it's crazy how it's like everything all like falls back to LinkedIn. Like it's crazy. And yes, what's awesome is we're streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on YouTube, and I just as you were talking, I also told folks in my Instagram stories to go to my YouTube channel. So I actually created a story, but and that's the thing too, and we've talked about this as well. Like, and I think maybe we can start here too. Like, diversifying your social media presence, right? Like, look, we know this, right? The audience knows this. There's a lot of noise on social media. I talk about it all the time. There's a lot of stuff out there. How can folks listening here live on the replay, how can they just kind of like calm down and just tune into, their own story and really share it in a way that is, yes, authentic and, to themselves? What can folks do, G?
The very first thing is be intentional. Start with the end in mind. So before you
Mm,
start putting things out there, and I'll give you a really quick example. Um, Gosh, I want to say
yeah.
about 5 years. Yeah, it's been 5 years now, Phil. So I in one of my many transitions, I got laid off at the onset of COVID. So I was brand new to the Dallas Fort Worth area. I'd only been living here for just over a year or so, got laid off from my startup role as an HR person I'd only been in for 10 months. So here I am sitting alone in Dallas, like isolation as everyone was. And the one, and while people, just to give a little additional context, well, it was a time when there's a lot going on in the world, of course. People were, maybe disconnecting or binge watching Netflix or whatever people were doing, going through emotional things. I needed to start thinking about what am I going to do with my life? What am I going to do next? Right. So I decided the one thing that scared me, it was really intimidating to me to do video. And so I thought, okay, I need to find a job. I need to stand out in all this noise that you're talking about. So I got intentional and I thought I need to focus on learning video. So I didn't just start getting on camera, but I eventually started to learn how to edit videos and started to, get onto podcasts and lives. And I still remember the first time I was pulled onto one. It's being that intentional that has, again, it has been the biggest steps, not necessarily, but it's definitely given me traction over the years. And by the way, if I may give a quick shout out to the amazing Jillian Whitney, who was not only my video coach at the time, I mean, just phenomenal human being, great, great friend of mine, but now she's also my book coach, which is another story. But yeah, Jillian's phenomenal. And if it wasn't for her, I don't even know where I'd be today. But again, she knew that I had that intention. So no matter what that story is, no matter what that goal is, be intentional with it.
I love that. I love that a lot. I love that a lot. Being intentional with your story. Because yeah, it and it's a good like transition where being intentional, but you know what I'm gonna say next, right? You're like, I don't know. Oh my gosh, what's he gonna say? uh, Imposter syndrome, right? Like, right, for those folks out there. And I still get it from time
We
to
all
time. We're
do.
all human, right? Like there's times I'm like, oh my gosh, what are people going to think when I do this singing career fulfillment stuff out there? Like, now I'm like, don't matter. Like, I like doing it. But there were times I'm like, I'm scared. But how can people show that intention? How can they get past the imposter syndrome so that they can really be intentional to the point, it's like, dang it, or darn it, or damn it, I'm going to post.
Deciding that the end result is more important, getting past the fear to that end result. That's the thing. It's what is more important. Do you want to stay in the stagnation and the fear spot, or do you want to believe in the possibility? And the other part of it too is understanding that imposter syndrome gets beaten to a pulp daily. It gets talked about by the masses daily. There's posts on it daily. And I remember there was a time about 4 years ago. So this was 2021. So maybe about a year or so into COVID. I got to a point, and I forget what was going on that day, and I'm sure I posted a video or did something about it, but I was just so tired of talking about imposter syndrome. I'm thinking, I really want to be more productive. Like, let me feel like, okay, great. Let's recognize it. Let's move on. Again, starting with that end goal in mind. And that goes back to the futurist in me. Futuristic, by the way, is my number 2 strength out of the 34 Clifton Strengths Finder, another topic. But kid you not, that has just always been my forward thinking. I want X more than I want to stay stuck in, whatever comes before that. And that's just how it needs to be.
I like that. I like that a lot. I do have to get some comments up here because we've got some comments going on, which is amazing.
And by the way, may I just say your brand
Philippe.
is you. That is your voice, your singing, your fulfillment, your color. Phil, you have created something so incredible for yourself. And so I don't know what you had earlier on with imposter syndrome and how you dealt with those things, but you shine and you push past it. And now you inspire the masses the way you do online, on these lives, in all you do. So whatever you did, and now I'm super curious if I could even flip it back to you and say, how did you get past it?
Yeah. Hey, guest speakers can ask me questions on the show. It's all good. Strength Finders, Felipe. Yes, Chasen, of course. I want to bring this up. Good job, G. I didn't get on LinkedIn until 2017. I was a late bird too. I mean, I think I was on probably 16, maybe. I think maybe a year prior, but late bloomer over here. But guess what? G? Tiffany's in the house.
Oh, our girl. Oh my gosh.
She here. I was down the hall connecting with a colleague on some stuff and time got away. I'll catch up the first one. Yes, we literally just got on like 10, 15 minutes ago. So we're here. We're here now. We're here.
And the two of you got to meet. And Chasen, I'm just looking at the names. I'm so look at this is community. And I don't know if we're going to touch on this at all, but this goes back to community and putting in the time and the effort to be intentional about it. And you create possibilities with the people that you surround yourself with. And just look at the names. Just look at the people popping by and cheering you on, cheering us on. That's what this is all about. Forget the algorithm because the algorithm's going to be what it's going to be. Forget what other people are going to say. Going back to that imposter piece. We could talk about that all day long too.
I know it, right? Like I know to heck with the algo, right? I'd say about to message in the air commercials. So like Tiffany laughs at this. I guess when I said, dang it, darn it, damn it. I mean, we should coin that. Dang it, darn it, damn it.
You can sing that out, right?
I mean, dang it, darn it, damn it. I mean, you want to duet on that with me? We could do that. Oh my gosh. But yes,
I'd probably be the bass. I'll go for bass.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll get back to the question that you asked. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, Tiffany. Yeah. Branded out for refill. Yeah. So how yeah, I know she got it. Yeah. We didn't say anything. I know she did. She branded out on the orange tip. You got it. Good observation. I know she did. She absolutely did. Spot on. In tune. I know she's in tune. We're resonating. We're all resonating. But here's the thing though. That's the thing that she was talking like my door's open. Oh, interesting. I thought I closed it. Ooh, that's okay. But I know it's crazy. But yeah, it's all about this community. Absolutely. And how did I get started? I mean, I think that's really how I got started. It was getting out of my own way. So like fulfillment was a silly little hashtag, right? Like it was there. And with my imposter syndrome, I think for me, it was just, I knew, and I've said this before on previous lives, and I'll say it here because it's relevant. There are more people in your life supporting you than you realize. I think that's what helped me out a lot, because that's what's so powerful about social media, like LinkedIn and all this stuff, is that there are people out there who support you more than you realize. One of the things that I do, and that I have on my desk, and I've said this too, is I have a paper of handwritten with maybe a list of like 10 to 15 people on it, family, friends, etc., you know, mentors, coaches, etc. And these people are in my corner no matter what I'm going through. So if I have a great day, if I have a crappy, shitty day, if I'm just like, what am I doing today? I could reach out to any of those people and vent and talk to them and stuff like that. That has helped me kind of conquer all the imposter syndrome that I've had, which is important. So, what about you, G? What about
I
you? I'll
love
put it
that.
back to you.
I love that. In terms of who I contact, or what? I'm sorry, what's the question?
The
Just what do
question,
I do to?
yeah, yeah, yeah. What do
I
you,
mean,
yeah,
I don't have a paper per se. I think what I need to do better at, honestly, is I'm actually a little bit of the opposite of you. I don't reach out nearly as much as I probably should. And, even during COVID, when people were reaching out to each other, I was probably I mean, I had a lot going on too. I mean, obviously the job loss, and then my dad passed away a couple months later. He got sick. I got sick at one point, non-COVID, just stuff in life. And I felt I had a lot of feels at the time, but I never really stayed down about it. But I also never really talked about it either. I didn't really have anyone to reach out to and talk to. But I will tell you, it is so important nowadays more than ever for people to understand that people, to your point, there are so many more people in our corner than we're aware of. And thank you for reminding me of that, because sometimes I think I forget that. And it goes back to showing up too. So many times people are afraid to do a post or simple things, whatever the case may be. I use posts because, again, LinkedIn's hot and fresh on the brain. But even with YouTube, for example, I started a YouTube channel recently. Like, I didn't really know much what I was doing, but I kept thinking, okay, I'm going to do it, even though there's a gazillion people already doing it. And knowing that there are probably more people rooting for me than like against me. And that's what I want to lean into and believe. So it's not too dissimilar from what you said.
it's true. I'm getting these comments up here, which is, I got to bring some of these back. Some of these comments, these conversations the
Go for
audience is
it.
having is incredible. But again, the power of it all. And I think too, like for those folks in the audience, right, who are looking to post and like get out there and share your story, like, this is also your community as well. Like, think of this live as a community of people, because we're all chatting with each other. And the fact that y'all are commenting out here too, like Tiffany, Chase, and Alexis, all you guys, all y'all, Felipe, amazing people. Like, this is what it's about.
They're
This is what it's
amazing.
about.
I mean, honest to God, the people who show up for us, it's amazing on these things. And it's such a great way too to always encourage people to network and connect and smile. And you never know who you're going to meet in the comments,
It's true.
especially now with everything so low and reach low and everything in the algorithm. It's really coming back to relationship building. And it does start in the comments. It doesn't start with sending spam, DMs and, generic invitations to connect with no context, no pre-reach, no nothing. It really does start in ways like this. So I love that people are showing up this way. And that's the one thing that I always encourage people to do.
Well, and what's incredible too is you got, Tiffany here as well, where she says, here's a feedback, right? I'm feeling so, or I'm feeling, Phil puns, so cozy with you all. But that's important too, like, when I think of community, it's like this, like legit, yeah, even having a one-on-one conversation with somebody, like, making sure you feel comfortable with that other person, but also, if you're that person too, making sure that you're helping that other person be comfortable. Because look, one-on-one chats and like getting to like know like strangers, it's intimidating, right? It is. Like getting on LinkedIn or getting on social media and saying, hey, I would love to connect with you. I loved your post on XYZ, and commenting and stuff like that. I think that's great. When you get into the one-on-ones, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to somebody new. Yeah, it might be intimidating, but I think also too how we shift, or how we like frame our mindset around that conversation. One of the
Yeah.
things that I do that lifts me up, and I know you do this too, is like, it's like, oh my gosh, I'll go back to the thing I did before. You know, when I think about meeting a new person, I'm like, dang it, ugh, I'm meeting a new person. Darn it, I'm meeting a new person. Oh, damn it, I'm meeting a new person. This is huge. This is exciting. So I'm reframing my mind, thinking, well, damn it, I'm going to meet somebody incredible today. And whether it's a networking conversation, whether it's a prospective client, like whether it's a mentor, or somebody, or going up to see Tiffany in Wisconsin for her 5-year anniversary. I'm going to tell y'all, I get intimidated. Me, Philly. I'm naturally an introvert. I am not an extrovert. I am an introvert, believe it or not. I get intimidated by networking, in-person networking events, still to this day. When I went up to Wisconsin to see Tiffany and her peeps, her amazing friends and people and family, you better believe it. I was in that lift car. I didn't want to get out of that lift car. I didn't. I'm like,
I believe
oh
it.
my gosh, I don't want to do this. I'll meet new people. But I got out of it and I went in. And to Tiffany's we had a conversation with Tiffany earlier. I told this to Tiffany on a voice text message today. I said, your people made me feel comfortable. And because of that, I was able to be my Phil self in that event with her peeps and with her. So that's huge. I think that's huge. That's a wonderful comment for sure. And having that
That right there,
reminder.
the cozy part, there you
Yes.
go. And Phil,
Yes.
that is why it is so important whenever possible to get out and interact IRL. And I know everyone's busy and what have you, but the fact that you just shared what you shared was that you felt so enveloped by that love because of all of that energy. And for context, like, I mean, with Tiffany and her recent celebration, I mean, everything very carefully planned and thought out. It was, so again, another demonstration of the significance of community. And when you have that, and when you're invited into that, and people are open to meeting with you and connecting with you, it does take that anxiety away. And so what I try to tell people too is, in those situations, because I'm with you, Phil, I'm an ambivert by nature. I'm very much middle of the spectrum. I many times would rather, I hate to say it, but I'm comfortable sitting home, although I know I need to get out more. But I kid you not, like, when you do get out and you say, if you start off with a decent level of expectation that something good is going to happen, don't set it too high, don't set it too low, but usually you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And in your case, it was a wonderful experience. And it's just a testament to the people that we connect with. So I love that.
1000%. 1000%. Finding that inner circle. Yeah. Finding that, because it is, when you think about social media and stuff, I mean, Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, Threads, YouTube, etc. The list goes on. There are a lot of people out on social media, and it can, when we go out and we think, oh my gosh, there are a lot of people out there. There are a lot of people out on these platforms. Like, oh my gosh, finding your community is really what counts, right? Like, and finding those people that you can go to and that have your back and stuff like that. Chasen says right here, he just commented, can I teleport all of you to my
Jason,
house right now?
yes,
Yes.
yes. Like, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, let's do it. I want pizza. So,
Oh yeah.
man, that's so good. I know I did a run today, so I'm like, usually when I do a workout, I'm like, I want to try to be healthier, but pizza.
And you are doing some
Mm,
amazing things too, taking care of yourself in addition to taking care of other people in your marathon and the run. I mean, just all the stuff that you're doing, Phil. I just want to give you a shout. Thank you for all you do
I
for your
appreciate it.
community and for having guests like me on. But honestly, I want to give you some love too, because you do a lot. You're very active, you're very thoughtful, and again, intentional about it.
I appreciate that. Now, there's there's something else I got to say. So, there's another amazing human that just commented here, and I will sing her name because she knows how I'm going to sing it. Anna, Anna. Hello, Anna. Oh my God, friend. Yes. Oh my gosh. We're talking about somebody else
Wonderful.
who's full of energy. I know.
Oh, hello,
Ah, thank
lovely.
you for being here. She knows. She knows when I do voice messages on
That's
LinkedIn, primarily with Anna, I sing her name just Anna, Anna, Anna. And she's like, oh, yep. I know that guy. I know what's going. Thank you for being here, my dear friend. Oh my gosh. Uh,
excellent.
uh, uh, Dough rising right
Listen.
now. Yes.
Oh my
All the
goodness.
meat
My
to
heart
the
is
yes.
full, Phil, right now. My heart is fulfilled. I am fulfilled right now.
Your heart your heart is
My
full.
heart
My
is
heart is
full.
say my heart is Phil. My heart is Phil. Well, it
My
is a
heart is
Phil heart,
full.
right? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my gosh. I was gonna add the green hearts for Chase 400. Yes, and HR4U ink. Yes, I love the different colors, y'all, that you're putting out there of the hearts for sure.
Beautiful.
The yellows. Yes. The golden synergy touch hearts, the fulfillment hearts, the purple hearts, the purple hearts for Tiffany, but also the purple hearts for Anna because Anna's colors are
Yes.
purple as well, which is huge, right? But it's isn't that crazy? Color matters. Like color matters to people, and I think that's important too. Like my favorite color is orange, and the reason why I love orange so much, I'll tell you a story real quick, and this is huge. Like
Yeah.
speaking of stories and social media, right? Here's and I think this is important too, right? And we talk about this as well. When you talk about stories, talk about your professional stories and stuff, but also personal touch. Here's the golden synergy touch. So here's yes. Hi, my dear. I'm so glad you're here. We are so glad you're here. So orange,
Yes.
right? So when I was about 5, 6 years old, I used to live up in Detroit, Michigan, and I went grocery shopping
My
at, of course,
hometown.
a local Meijer, right? Brighton, Michigan, Detroit,
Yes.
all that good stuff. And I was shorter. I mean, I was shorty, right? I'm not tall. I'm like 5'6". Um, but we get to the checkout line, my mom and me. It was just the two of us. I don't know where my sisters were, probably with my dad. And of course, you see the good old Reese's peanut butter cup wrapping, and it's in orange. The very first time I ever saw Reese's peanut butter cup. And of course, I'm like, Mommy, I want, I want. And she's like, Reese's peanut butter cup. She's like, Oh, Philip, I don't think you're going to like that. I'm like, Mommy, I want, I like the color. I like the color. I said it like that or whatever. And so she ended up getting it for me. And of course, there were two peanut butter cups. So mom had one, and of course, I had another. And I freaking loved it. So, like the chocolate and peanut butter combination, I love chocolate peanut butter ice cream. I love chocolate peanut butter candy. So, I associate that with orange. And that's for real, truly why I love the color orange so much because I love that experience of seeing the peanut butter cups, of tasting it, and having that be orange. So, ever since that day I've always loved orange. And then of course going to Mercer University's colors are black and orange, but that was like I didn't go there because they're color orange, it just so happened to be orange. So
Of
that's
course.
kind of cool. So like that's an example of a story that you can share out there on social, y'all, like or something like that, or quirk, something like personal about you like that, right? So but gee, what's something too like what can you share that maybe you haven't shared yet about who you are now that we're live out on social? Like, is there something like unique or interesting that folks don't know about you that you want them to know about you?
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. You know what? That's a good question. I don't know how many people know this or not, but I just a bit of trivia. I'm half Egyptian, part French, part Norwegian, and I've been to Egypt twice. And it's funny. I when talking about that, because a lot of times people, when people look at you and they make assumptions or they say, "Oh, you're this or that or the other," and everyone thinks I'm Irish. So I love surprising people when I tell them that I'm actually, half Egyptian, and it's interesting. So I share that, and people are amazed by that. And of course, my name, I'm married to. I say I'm French Egyptian, married to a Polish Austrian because my husband's
Wow.
Polish. But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's a little bit about that. And I don't know how many people know that, but
I
my big obsession, if I can tell you though, but the other thing that
yeah.
people might not know, in addition to the sriracha and the herb Albert and the stuff that I post, I live in Texas. I'm originally from Metro Detroit, but I live in Texas. I've been here now almost, 7 years. And I kid you not, I miss Taco Bell. Like I used to live literally like right around the
Oh,
corner from a Taco Bell.
yeah.
So my preference is, in all due respect to Tex-Mex, I will love Taco Bell forever. And people are so disgusted by it. But I remember being as early or as young as 6 years old and throwing a tantrum when my burrito was accidentally thrown away. Like that's my big thing. So just a bit of
Taco
trivia about
Bell.
me.
Taco
Taco
Bell,
Bell.
man.
The way to my heart is dark chocolate and Taco Bell. If you're
Ooh,
ever curious.
I like that. Dark chocolate and Taco Bell,
Dark
yo.
chocolate and
I
Taco
like
Bell,
that.
baby.
I'm gonna write that down. Okay. So if I ever need to sweeten up or fulfill you, on a bad day, I know what I got to get you, right?
Dark chocolate and
I
Taco
like
Bell.
that.
I'm a cheap date.
I mean, I did a Instagram story and a TikTok video yesterday about like a very important thing that you need in your career and your job search. And I didn't say what that was. I basically just did a video of myself saying, "Hey, here's an awesome sandwich that I created, like a ham turk, like basically a club sandwich without like the tomato and like the lettuce and stuff." And I basically said it's the simple things in life that you need in your career journey and job search. But you also need to eat. You know, you got to give yourself some nutrition in order
Yes.
to keep going. So, because I'm a big foodie, man. I love food. So like dark chocolate and Taco. Man, I want some Taco Bell now. Thanks.
Oh, love it.
Ugh, I need it. I need it bad. I need Taco Bell so bad. Chasen, let's see what we got here. OMG, Jody just
I need to meet
she
this
was dark chocolate
Jody. I
Taco Bell.
hear so many
Yes.
incredible things about Jody. Just saying.
she as she loves dark
That's
chocolate. I like
amazing.
that. She loves, but Jason though, she loves it, but she also lives it, right? She lives dark chocolate and she lives
Oh
Taco
my
Bell.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Taco Bell for the win. Again, respect to Tex-Mex all day long, but Taco Bell, and people are just, yeah, I was always that
I
person
love
during the
it.
workday
I love
running the
it.
Taco Bell who wants. I'll buy
Oh
my treat.
God.
Let's go Taco
I
Bell.
love it. Now what's your favorite like Taco Bell like taco or like treat or like, what's like your go-to when you go to Taco
Oh
Bell?
my gosh. I cried when the tostadas went away. I used to love
Oh,
tostadas. But no, Mexican pizzas too. Love them.
oh
And a
baby,
big
baby, you know
nacho
it.
bell. It's hard to choose. Nacho bell though. Got to have a lot of lettuce and all the
Yeah.
fixings, but yeah. How about you?
I love that. Oh, oh, me? Oh man. I mean, I think so like that combo where it's like the two chalupas and the hard beef taco, that's my go-to. I usually do that
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh. And then I'll get like one extra hard taco if I'm like uber hungry, so I have four tacos in my belly and I'm like, oh man, why the heck did I just do that to myself? I need to go back to Orange Theory. I need to go back to Orange Theory again, man, and make that happen, dude.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my
You
goodness.
can afford it. You can do it, man. So honest to God, you're inspirational, my friend. Thank you for all that. So you can eat the bad stuff because you do the good stuff to combat it.
I
So there you go.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. So y'all have been awesome. So we have one more question that we're gonna ask G, and then stay here, y'all. Don't leave yet because we have some updates and we wanna share some things with you too. So G, that last question, which and I always love to ask it. This has been so awesome. Again, full of energy. You definitely gave us the golden synergy touch as to how people should get out on social media with their intention, with grace, and with just amazing energy and with the end goal in mind. But what's that one tea cake, the one tea cake, the one key? You see, you have me thinking of food now. What's the one key takeaway? Where I said, what's the one tea cake away? You have me thinking of desserts and stuff now. I mean, but yeah, what's the one key takeaway and the one key takeaway that you want folks in
Key
the
takeaway.
audience
I got
live
you.
and on the replay to take to take note with them?
I actually got you on this one. So, I thought about this because I know you pose that question to your guests. And I thought of something. I could actually share three things, but I won't. The one thing that is really hot and fresh right now on the brain that I know is a lot of concern with, employees, job seekers, leaders, everyone. A little piece of technology referred to as AI, right? So AI. So here's my take on AI, because there is so much overwhelm right now out there. I'm encouraging people to, tell your story. You want to show up authentically, but you also want to lean in and learn new things. And AI is so important nowadays, just to lean in and see how that can be incorporated into your day to day. And the reason I bring that up is because, you talk about fear, and it took me a long time to get onto video, for example. But now that I'm there, video's still not my favorite thing. But you know what? I'm embracing it because I knew I needed to. And it's
Mm,
just like AI. So with AI, I look back 2 years ago, had never done ChatGPT, didn't know what was going on in the world. Like, it was just crazy. And baby steps until one day I saw a TED talk, a TEDx talk in Detroit, in September 2023, and it was called AI is Here. And I remember there was a slide at the very end of it, and I'm probably going to botch it up, but and you can probably YouTube it. It's by a guy named Terry White, and it's AI is Here, and it was all about, the train is here, you got to get on it, you got to get on the train, or you're going to miss out, type thing. And so it's leaning into that and being curious and just saying, hey, I'm not going to be afraid. And it applies to all things, AI especially nowadays. So this topic comes up constantly, and that is the one thing I really want people to do is lean in, be curious, learn, and think ahead, because there are so many amazing things out there that people will learn and can do, and the possibilities are going to be endless. So, and really surround yourself with great community, people who support you and your endeavors and want to cheer you on. So
I love that. Lean in, be curious, learn, think ahead, and surround yourself with community. I mean, those 5
So
things right there.
a little bit
Huge.
of a long answer, but there's the reason for it. It's so important now more than ever, because there's a lot of overwhelm and a lot of people being afraid to try. Just do it.
I
Dip a
love it.
toe in. The water's fabulous.
Just do it, Nike, my baby. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. And I am not going to be afraid. I love that. I love it. Yeah. And Anna has a good comment from the takeaway here too, which is great. AI is not going, I'm going to read the whole thing. AI is not going away. The earlier you get it to learn it, the better you'll be at improving your task and finding ways to make your life easier, not harder. Changes are happening and will continue to happen, but you can't be afraid to try it out and learn. Thanks ahead. Well said, G. Yeah, I agree.
And share the full pause. That's part of the story. Tell people about those things that aren't working, and just, have some laughs along the way. It's all going back to that story.
Yeah, I will tell you, I use AI for one thing and one thing only, right? I don't use it for my coaching at all. It's all Phil, all human. But when it comes to content, I use it for one thing. I use it for when I create my singing videos. A lot of times I use it as a Kickstarter, not completely, but I use it as a springboard and as a Kickstarter for my lyrics for some of the songs that I do. So I have 2 songs coming out soon around, because people were asking, like, Phil, can you do music videos around like career coaching advice? I said, oh, absolutely, I will. So I have 2 prompts that I'm going to be singing out there that I had AI help me create. I said, hey, create, resume tips that a career coach would give, mid-senior level job seekers or whatever. So I did, and I got some ideas around it. And then of course I fine-tuned it to be myself and what makes sense. And boom, there you go. I got to make the music and create that, because the actual music is Phil. That's not AI. I actually compose all that. But I completely agree, 1000%. Learning we are always learning. It's huge. Learning and embracing that change is important, because in the long run, yes, you will look back and you will say, oh, you know what? Dang it, darn it, damn it. I'm happy that I did. And I learned along the journey. I think that's great.
That's
I think that's
incredible.
great.
Love
It's
it.
incredible. Yeah, Anna, thank you so much, friend. I can't wait for the videos either. I know I need to do them. I know I do. It's been crazy over here, but we will get to them for sure. So, where can you lovely people find the wonderful G? Well, I have some links to share on the screen. So she is primarily on LinkedIn, of course. So we're going to put G's LinkedIn profile here, and also her QR code. So if you have your lovely cell phone right here and you are not connected with G, I want you to unlock your phone. I want you to get your photos out, or go to your camera right here, and I want you to scan this lovely, lovely QR code on the top left of the screen. What that will do is that will get you directly to G's LinkedIn. Please push that connect button and connect with the lovely G. Please do that. If you don't have
And
your
include a
phone,
note if you can.
and include a
Include a note.
note. Yes, say that you met G on
A note.
FulPHILLment LinkedIn Live, or you can sing it. Well, you can't sing it on an introductory note, but yeah, please let her know that you connected with her here and that she did amazing today, because she
Don't want to
did.
miss anyone.
Yes, so
Awesome.
please,
Thank you.
please do. Now, where else can you find the wonderful G? Well, I'll show you. So G has an amazing. She says it's up and coming, but I disagree. I think it's her shorts on this platform are incredible, and she's full of energy. So if you want her energy, if you need to go find somewhere where you can find some amazing energy that G has, go to her YouTube channel right here. So the QR code has changed. I also have her YouTube channel here as well. So www.youtube.com/@Gahan Haridi. So right there, you can find her there. Do the same thing. If you have your phone, go to your camera, scan her YouTube QR code right there. She's got some awesome short videos, truly around HR, around culture, around inspiration. They're
Thank you.
when they come up, when I go to my YouTube and I put some content out on my feed, her shorts come on my feed and I look at them and I'm like, holy crap, awesome stuff. So y'all, please follow her on YouTube.
Oh, thank you. Yes, 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks ago today, I posted my first video.
And you
So
have
be patient with me. But again, people, it's all about baby steps and then sharing the wins and the miss. It's okay. We're all human and learning. Thank you for that. Thank you for that information, Phil.
I mean,
Thank you.
and you've got 7 videos up there, which is huge. I mean, they're all. I mean, I've got the title. I mean, look. I mean, she did one, her most recent one right here. Yes, couple days ago, right? They quit without warning. Here's why. Like she's talking about, why are employees leaving your company, right? Like all these value insights that employers, companies. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all need to go there and look at this stuff. Big stuff. She has a do this for a LinkedIn quick win like short right here. Y'all, go there. Seriously.
Thank you, Phil.
Go there. Go there. Amazing stuff. Now, the Golden Synergy Touch LLC, her website. Same thing, QR code. Also, her website. Where are we at? Hold on. Here we go. Right here. www.goldensynergytouch.com. This is for all you employers out there who are looking to amplify and energize your amazing company. You need to go to this website. You need to see what G is all about. You need to reach out to G. You need to collaborate with G. You see where I'm going with this? You need to work with G. You need to
That would be
sing a high G. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, okay? Like, just please go to this website. You'll see why.
oh,
So, but yes, this is all you can find. It's all where you can find G. She's incredible. She's a wonderful human. She's an amazing person. I've learned a lot from her, and I have yet more to learn from her. So y'all, for real. For real, I bring on good people, man. That's what's up. Let me go to the chat real quick. So we've got some other folks right here. Can't wait for the videos. Let's see. Anna says here, yes, that's one. The wonderful G. Yes, the wonderful G. But seriously, yes, I did that on purpose.
I'm
did that.
so honestly, thank you. Thank you
Yes.
for all of that. And thank you for these comments. My heart is full right now. Full. It's full. I can't do this with a straight face.
I can't.
But you see where I'm going with this, Phil. I'm very grateful to you. Grateful to you.
I think I know where you're going with this. Yes. Great Phil
Thank you.
for you and for folks in the audience. Now, folks, too, there are a couple updates real quick on the fulfillment side that I want to share with you here in captions. So we've been doing these fulfillment lives for a couple of years, right? I think in total, I think this might be my 66th episode in total, which is crazy. So we're at a point now where we want to invite sponsors. So if you are interested in being a sponsor for a Fulfillment Live episode, please send me a DM directly, or you can email me at phil@fulphillment.com. My name being one L here, Phil, and then fulfillment.com. I have over 30,000 followers across all my social media platforms. So if you become a sponsor, you will be seen in over 30,000 plus following, which is huge. And I'll promote the hell out of you because I promote these lives very, very hard across my platforms on multiple occasions. So if you're interested in being a sponsor, please reach out to me directly. I am taking on new sponsorship applications. We have our newsletter coming out on LinkedIn. It's called the Fulfillment Voice Newsletter. I have been holding this off and putting this out, but we're going to be doing this in June. So stay tuned for next week. I think later on in the week, we're going to be launching our very first newsletter article on my LinkedIn page. The Fulfillment Voice will be talking about recruitment and career strategy. That's the big, big, big stuff we're going to be bringing in to you guys and tuning in on, okay? That's the next thing, okay? The other thing, too, that doesn't get a lot of attention, but I want to bring it here, I have a free online career course on my website, y'all. Like, I get people all the time that message me, Phil, I'm stuck. I need some motivation. Here's your solution. If you cannot work with me one-on-one, here's a free course for you. fulphillment.com/online career course. It is 25 minutes of fulfilled value insights around job search strategy, around how you can amplify and get yourself moving and grooving along this complex job market. I'm telling you, this is free and it always will be free. Okay. Please access this course. It is huge. Okay. I've gotten a lot of people that have really taken a lot of wing with this course. It's huge. So I'm going to be promoting this a lot more out there, but this is a big one. Friends, our next Fulfillment Live will, I think, be next week. Oh my goodness. It will be on Thursday, June the 5th at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific. I have to think about that, with the amazing Stephanie Grabiak. She is another amazing recruiter, leader, and professional I have. She's up in Canada. She's an incredible ball of energy as well. We're going to be chatting a lot too about just job search strategy as well from another recruiter's lens. And with that being said, I think that's it for today. G, thanks for being here, friend. You're amazing. Thanks for all your insights. Any last words? Anything else you'd like to say to the audience before we get out?
Nothing but loads of gratitude, Phil. Thank you for fulfilling my afternoon with such love and community. This has been an amazing experience, truly. Thank you and everyone who's watching. And again, it's been a pleasure.
Yes. Absolutely. Well, G, stay backstage with me. Don't leave. I'm going to end the stream here in just a second, but we'll stay backstage and chat for a second. For those folks here tuning in live on the replay, if you're tuning in on the replay, please comment. If you're tuning in on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, which I did tell Instagram folks to go to my YouTube channel, Facebook, please share a comment. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you have any questions, please comment or DM either one of us. We'll be more than happy to answer. The replay will be sitting on my YouTube channel, of course, for the foreseeable future. So please go there if you need to see the replay. I'll put my YouTube channel up here real quick, just so y'all have that in play. YouTube.com/@fulfillment. That should be PHILL. That was my bad, but I can change that real quick. But yeah, all my lives are there. G will be there. We will definitely do a recap post on this live soon as well. And we're going to let this sit on my social media accounts as well for a little bit. I have an interesting post planned tomorrow later on in the day, but I'm not going to post it till later. So we'll let everything sit for the next 24 hours. But y'all, please tune in. Please watch this one. G, you're a gem, my friend. We appreciate you.
Back at you, Phil. Thank you for everything. And thank you, everyone. Stay safe.
You bet. Yes. We will see y'all next week. G, stay backstage with me. We're getting off here in 3, 2,